Hi, welcome back to another YouTube video. I thought we'd do something a little bit different today. Obviously I work in visual impairment, as I mentioned a few times before, but I do have a lot of interest in other areas as well. So I thought today we'd have a look at something that is probably a bit more useful for someone who has a hearing impairment, and that is adding subtitles to videos. Now, there's loads of different ways to do this, some quite complex and time consuming, some not too bad, some a little bit easier. If you're uploading videos to, if you've got videos on Facebook, or if you're uploading videos to YouTube, it has things built into those programs, to those websites rather, to actually allow you to automatically recognise subtitles. I don't know if anybody's, hopefully you've seen on YouTube yourselves before. Let me just quickly go onto YouTube, just quickly demonstrate. But a lot of videos, not all videos, but a lot of videos have the option for closed captions, and it's got an automatic closed captions option on there. So if I just go to, yeah, some pretty weird things pop up on my YouTube here, anything will do. So you see I've already got closed captions selected. So hopefully if there's some speaking at some point in this video. Oh, would have to be an action scene, wouldn't it? Let me skip ahead a bit, see if there's any speaking anywhere. There we go. So basically, YouTube can automatically add subtitles. You can also put them in manually if you're uploading your own YouTube videos. Obviously that takes a bit more time, but it's worth doing sometimes because it's not perfect. It auto detects things in the sound and in the faces and things on the videos, and it does its best job. And for most modern things, it does, it does pretty well. But certainly some older clips. I was helping to create a quiz the other day that we'll be doing tomorrow night, and it's got some film clips and TV clips, and some of them are quite old ones. So, for example, I put some young ones clip in there. This one, and most of it did okay. Just put the subtitles on.
It's quite easy, really. All you got to do is match up 6 pictures of famous noses with 6 pictures of famous bogies.
So far so good, but when you get a bit further into the clip, it says the word cornflakes numerous times. Does it right the first time? And you get cornflakes, complex, cool flights, cool France, cool late conference, complex. So obviously it's not perfect. So it's well worth. Sometimes, I mean, for these ones, I just kind of fix the subtitles best I could for now, just for the quiz. For the sake of the quiz, I put a couple of words over top of the mistakes and that sort of thing. But you can do this yourself as well. So you might not necessarily be uploading a video to YouTube. You might have a video on your computer that you just want to have some subtitles to, or closed captions, what you want to call them, for somebody. So yeah, so there's a couple of different ways of doing it, really. Well, there's several different ways, but I'm just going to show a couple of slightly more straightforward ways today. I'm not saying it's super easy, but it's not that difficult either. So I've got a video here that I just quickly did on my phone a short while ago. I can't even remember what I said in it now. I might put my headphones on in a minute so I can actually listen to it. So you can open this in whatever video program you've got. I personally like to use one called Vlc Media Player. The reason being is it's is that it's quite easy to tell how many seconds into the clip you are and that sort of thing. So I'm a bit fuzzy on the image there, but anyway. By creating something called an SRT file. Not the best quality picture, that one, but hopefully the sound's okay. So yeah, so I've made this little really short video. It's only 18 seconds long. Now I want to add some subtitles to it. So there's different ways to do this. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to load Notepad. Now, the good thing about Notepad is you can use it for creating all kinds of different file types, and it just in plain text. So what we need to do is we need to save this as a .srt file. So I'm just going to call it, let's call it YouTube.srt. So that's the file format we're going for. There are a couple of other file formats that will work for subtitles as well, but we're going to use that one. Okay. Now what we need to do is we need to decide how many seconds into the clip we want to put things. So let me just quickly show you, and it puts it in a format of hours, seconds, minutes, seconds, and then comma, and then milliseconds. And then what we have to do is we have to put 2 dashes in, and an arrow like that, and put another space in, and then how many seconds that goes on to. So I'll show you what I mean in a second. 0, 0, 0. Okay, so one thing I forgot to put, sorry, is 1. So I'm just going to put which part of the subtitles this is going to be as well. So it's going to be number 1. Okay, and underneath we'll put our subtitles. So I'm going to put the headphones on for a minute so I can actually listen to myself and see how far through the video we need to go. Okay, so I'm starting from the beginning.
Hi, this is just a really quick video to demonstrate how you can add subtitles to a video.
Okay, I'm just going to skip that back again, just have another listen.
Hi, this is just a really quick video to demonstrate how you can add subtitles to a video.
Okay, so hi, this is just a really quick video to demonstrate how you can add subtitles to a video. Might be a bit long that, perhaps I should have shortened it a bit more, but that's fine. So that's between 0 seconds and about 6 seconds there. So I'm just going to change this one to a 6. Okay, and that's right. And then we want number 2. And we'll do the same format again. The easiest way to do it is just copy and paste this previous one. Oops. And pop it underneath number 2. And then we'll listen to the next bit and then we'll change the time using there.
By creating something called an SRT file. I'll embed that in the video itself.
I won't put the in. Oops. And SRT file and how to embed that within the video itself. Okay, so that was between about that sort of time and 12 seconds. So I'm going to do this quite roughly. Obviously, you could add milliseconds and things and just make it a bit more precise. But I'm just going to put so start slightly after the other one and to about 12 seconds in there. Okay. And then we'll do number 3, and again we'll just paste that bit of text in and let's have a listen.
So hopefully this will work okay, and enjoy.
Okay, so hopefully this will work okay, and enjoy. Okay, and that's from about the 12-second mark from the last one until about 17 or 18, so I just did to 18 seconds, that should be fine. Okay, right, so now if I click on File and Save. Now one thing you can do if you've got this Vlc Media program is you can actually manually put the subtitles in. So I'm just going to click on Add Subtitle File, and I'm not sure where I saved it now actually, just bear me a second. Of course I can't find it now, I've just saved it. So bear me a second. No, it's because it's got a different icon on it, so I don't actually see where it was. Oh, so it is in that place. The reason it's got different icons on this because of the a program that I've downloaded for. But yeah, I'll explain to that to you in a moment. So there we go. So, open. Okay, so now in Vlc Media Player, let me just take these back off a second so I can hear myself. I should now be able to press play, and hopefully the subtitles will work.
Hi, this is just a really quick video to demonstrate how you can add subtitles to a video by creating something called an SRT file and how to embed that within the video itself. So hopefully this will work okay, and enjoy.
So actually that was quite successful. I'm quite pleased with that. So yeah, so in theory, if you want to then put those subtitles within your video, you should be able to do it through this program, this Vlc Media program. For some reason, I'm having some difficulties doing that. So I'm actually going to use a different program today. You should be able to hard code them into the video, so you don't have to add them every time you want to actually put the subtitles on the video, if that makes sense. So what I've done is I've downloaded a program called Format Factory, which I'd forgotten all about. I used to use this program quite a lot years ago, and I just came across it earlier today and thought, oh, I remember that program. It's a really good one, and I can do it in that. So just bear with me a second. I might have cut ahead slightly. Oh, so I didn't cut ahead. There we go. Right, so that's loaded fairly quickly. So this program basically pretty much converts anything to anything else, more or less. It's really good piece of software. It's free as well. So I'm going to click on MP4. And I'm going to add my video file. So this is a video without the subtitles at the moment, so I think it was that one, yeah. Okay, and then if I click on output setting in here and scroll down a smidge until I find one that says additional subtitles. Now on here, I can click on this, I can click on there, and here is my subtitle file. Okay. I can change the size of the subtitles if I want to. Large is really large, it takes up most of the screen. 4 is the default. I can make them a bit smaller as well if I want. I'll just keep it on default for now. You can also change the colours of the subtitles, and I think you can change some things around the font and that sort of thing as well. So I might just change the colour of the subtitles to white perhaps. I might have a border colour of black. There we go. So that should work hopefully. So I'll click on OK now, and click on OK again. And now if I click up here and click on start, and it doesn't take very long because it's only a fairly short video, hopefully. There we go, it's off. It plays a bit of a crazy tune at the end when it is finished. But this is a really useful piece of software. Like I say, you can convert lots of different types of files into lots of other different types of files. Just like word of warning, if you install it, make sure you don't just keep clicking next too quickly, because it does try to install other stuff as well. It's like some programs do. So just be aware of that one. So we're nearly there. Might as well wait for it. And come on, we're nearly there. And there we go. Perfect. Give it a nice little tune. Now if I click on this yellow folder here, that will take me to the folder that's outputted it to. Now fingers crossed, hopefully, when it comes up, this one will, oh, okay, perhaps I did have a large subtitle and I thought I changed it back to medium, never mind.
Hi, this is just a really quick video to demonstrate how you add subtitles into a video by creating something called an SRT file.
So it's embedded them in the video. For some reason it's made them huge. I'm sure I didn't pick the large option. Perhaps I should have chosen the small one, but you get the idea. If I'd have chosen the smaller option in there, it would have made them a better size at the bottom of the screen. So there's a few options of how the subtitles look in there as well. So that's quite a nice way to do it. Quite simple and straightforward. Like I say, you should be able to do it in Vlc Media Player as well. Possibly a little bit more fiddly, but mine's not working for whatever reason. There's also a program called Handbrake, I believe, that you can do that in as well. So yeah, a few different options. Okay, another way to add subtitles, so if I just come out of here a second, here's a program I've discovered today called Aegisub, or Aegisub, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Now this one's a bit more complex, a bit of a learning curve behind it, but it is very, very clever. Now you'll have to bear with me because I haven't actually used this very much at all. This is literally like the second time I've been on it. I have looked at a few tutorial videos and websites and things, so I've got a bit of an idea how it all works. So you put your video in there, so you just go to video and add video. It gives you like a little crosshair type thing to show you whereabouts you are on the screen, X and Y axes, because you can move the subtitles around. You can do loads of stuff with this program. It's even got a karaoke mode, so you can add subtitles with like a little jumping blob that goes across the sound. I'm just going to change my view slightly so I've got a bit more of a waveform type view, so I can see what the speaking bits are. And then I can either type in subtitles here, just type in whatever, and then I can choose when they start and finish if I want to do it like that. Now because I've already done that notepad file, I'm probably going to use that again. Just going to need to find it again a second. I think it's that one. Just open that notepad. Yeah, so I'll just get rid of these bits. Oops. And there we go, I've got my text in there, so I can just copy that. Hopefully, fingers crossed this will work, and paste that into there. Obviously, it's put it in all into one thing. I don't really want it in one thing at the moment, so I'm just going to put a space in there. Oh, that didn't work. So just bear with me a second. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just I'll cut that bit out there and go to the next one and paste, and then we'll just cut that bit out of there. Press enter and paste. I'm not too sure what the /n is. Like I say, I'm quite new to this program as well, so yeah. So you can see at the moment, excuse me, it's put the subtitles on the screen. They're very, very small. There's a few different ways that I can change, and there's some tools on the left-hand side here that will let me grab the subtitles and move them around. He says, let me just zoom in a smidge. There we go, I didn't have hold of them properly. So I can move them around, I can rotate them, I can resize them. Now, which one was the resize? I think it was this one up here. Sweet. Let's find out, shall we? No, it's not that one. It is... this one, say. Now, if I hold down Alt on my keyboard, I can resize them without changing the aspect ratio. If I don't hold down Alt, it might sort of squash the subtitles down or stretch them out. So that's quite quick and easy to do. I can do the same on the next ones. I can hold down my Alt on the keyboard, make them a bit bigger, and I can do the same on my next one. Okay, and then I just need to put in how many seconds there are between each one. So one way you can do this, if I just make this view area a little bit bigger up here. Ooh. Can I stretch that across a little bit? Let's just shrink this down a bit. So we've got our waveform here, and it gives you a bit of an idea of when the speaking is, so we can get a bit of an idea. Let's put my headphones back on a second. So I've got some play buttons down here just to play the video as it is.
Hi, this is just a really quick video to demonstrate how you can add subtitles to a video by creating something called an SR file and how to embed that.
So I can play the video that way, and I can also display the sound as well.
Hi, this is just a really quick video to demonstrate how you can add...
Oh.
Hi, this is just a really quick video to demonstrate how you can add...
I'm not too sure why it's stopping there. Let me try this one.
Hi, this is just a really quick video to demonstrate how you can add...
Oh, how strange. Right. Anyway, I can left click and choose one side of the speech, and I can right click and choose the other, and let's just have a quick listen see if I've got that right spot.
Hi, this is just a really quick video to demonstrate how you can add subtitles to a video.
So that's pretty much spot on actually. I'm just going to move it a little bit there. So I've left clicked on that side of the waveform, left right clicked on that side, and now I've got this spot here. Now if I click on this tick, it's now added that to this first subtitle up here to say when it starts and when it finishes. So if I click on the second one now, hopefully I have the right one selected there anyway. So now we need it to carry on. Now for some reason, like I say, I'm quite new to this program. It's not speaking this bit, I don't know why. Probably something I've done. So I'm just going to left click on there and right click on there and see if I can listen to that bit now. And
by creating something called an SR file.
Oh, so that's perfect. Anyways, that's brilliant. Right, so click on tick now. Okay, and then finally, hopefully we can get this last bit, which I assume is this bit here. So I'll left click there, right click there. We'll just have a listen to that to make sure that's the right spot. Oh.
Hopefully this will work okay, and enjoy.
Yeah, okay, let's try that again. It didn't work for some reason. Right, there we go. Left click there and right click there. So that's perfect. So that's exactly where we want it. So if I click on tick now, and there we go. So we've got our 3 different subtitles. We've got exactly the right place where they want to be. Now, unfortunately, this program doesn't save the whole video with the subtitles, but the good thing about it is you can save the video subtitles and then add them in the same way as we showed before, that Format Factory, or with Vlc Media Player if it works, or something else. The other thing about this particular program is there's a lot more options in terms of what you can do with the subtitles. So you can change the look of them quite a lot. You can change the size of them. You can change colours. You can rotate them. You can do all sorts of fancy things with it. I'm still very new to the program, so I've not sort of looked at it in massive detail yet. But I'm sure there's all sorts of stuff that you can do in there as well. So yeah, so then eventually your video should hopefully. Oh, let me just go back to the beginning. Have the subtitles in the right place, and then you'll be able to embed them in the same way.
Really quickly be able to demonstrate how you can add subtitles to a video by creating something called an SRT file from the video itself. So hopefully this will work okay, and enjoy.
Yeah, so that worked absolutely perfectly. So yeah, so like I say, you can there's lots of different things you can do in terms of editing the colours of the subtitles, the size of them, the fonts that you use, loads of stuff in this one, and then it will save all that information to your file. It will only save that information to its own file type, which is called a .ass file, I believe. So if you just save it as an SRT file and put it in, it will just be fairly normal, bog standard looking subtitles. It won't have all the information that shows about size and that sort of thing. But anyway, have a play around with it. If anybody has any questions or comments or wants to have a look at this in a little bit more detail, then please feel free to get in touch. And I might do a little bit more on this later on. Thanks very much for watching. Okay, thanks. Bye.